Hello everybody, Silverpicker here, and in today's video I'm going to be unboxing this coin grab bag that I ordered from Portsmouth Coins and Currency Company, which to a YouTube audience like you is probably better known as CoinHelpU's brick and mortar coin store. Now if you don't know what CoinHelpU is, I'll put a link to his channel down below. The guy who runs it, Daniel, has been in the coin business for decades, and he has a YouTube channel where he gives incredible advice on coin collecting and coin buying, etc. Check it out. So what he does is he sells what he calls scratch and dent mystery coin grab bags on his website in increments of $50, $100, and $200. Today we're going to be opening up the $50 grab bag, but I did order the $100 and $200, which we'll do in separate videos. Now, while I did ask his permission to make this video and do a review, and he did give me his blessing, I did not let him know when or how I was ordering the coins from his website. In fact, what I did so that there would be no allegations of funny business, I'm not in cahoots with him or anything, all I'm doing is opening this up and giving a fair review. So I had someone else with a different name and a different address actually order the grab bags so that he wouldn't be able to connect and sort of seed my grab bags with something better so that it wouldn't be a true review. Now, Daniel of CoinHelpU is an upstanding guy, and I don't think he would do that anyway, but I just wanted to keep everything above board so that this review is as authentic as possible. And again, just for the record, I asked him if I could do this review. He didn't ask me. This is something that I've always wanted to do, so I want to see how does his grab bag stack up to the likes of eBay, Etsy, and Amazon grab bags. Well, in any case, enough with the jibber jabber. Let's just crack into it and see what we got. Wha-bam! And we are off to the races. Let's open her up and see what we got. Now, if you don't know anything about Daniel's channel, CoinHelpU, well, you should definitely check it out because there are a lot of great coin channels on YouTube, but there are also a lot of coin channels and precious metals channels that give not the greatest advice. What I really like about Daniel's channel and what made me want to order coins from him is that he is not an extremist whatsoever. He gives very sound, none of this get-rich-quick scheme type of advice. He gives only sound advice from what I can tell, based on his experience as a coin dealer, as someone passionate about the hobby. So I would say check out his channel if you haven't yet. All right, so we've got the $50 grab bag, the $100 grab bag, and the $200 grab bag. These two will go off to the side, and we will be focusing on this bad boy today. All right, well, let's start off with what we all saw in the package that looked exciting, and that is this 19010 Morgan silver dollar. Now, it is cleaned, and it is definitely not in anything, any shape to brag about, but it is a chunky piece of silver, and when you've already got 32 bucks to start with, when you're talking about a $50 grab bag, I mean, that's already pretty darn good. So, by the way, if you're not familiar with my videos, you can follow along here in the corner to see the value of the coins and see if we reach the $50 that I spent on them. So, not a bad way to start. Whoa, hey now. Next coin out, and I'm not looking at these as I go, next coin out is a 1964 90% Kennedy half dollar. And this one's actually not in half bad condition. It's got some nice eye appeal, it's got a little bit of toning. Some of the toning you can see does show off some fingerprints, some oil marks, but that is okay. The reverse is actually really nice. I don't know what he's talking about when he calls these scratch and dent. This is a really nice coin for a $50 grab bag. We're already doing really well. All right, we've got ourselves what I'd call a base hit right here. This is a 1935 Buffalo nickel, and it's in pretty darn good shape. A lot of Buffalo nickels that you get in grab bags are really worn down. Some of them you can't even see the date. This one is fantastic. This one would be a perfect filler for a US typeset. Really not bad, no mint mark, but in really nice shape. Oh, keeping going on the nickel train, we've got ourselves a 35% 1943 war nickel. It's in pretty ratty shape, but basically all the war nickels that you find in circulation are, so I'm not too mad about that. It's a 1943P, and that is another great hit. So far, 3 out of 4 coins silver, not too shabby. This is a 1940 wheat cent. I'm not quite sure what this is doing in a 2x2 or why it's special. A lot of staples over here. These ones are sticking out. And that is actually a great segue into the sponsor of today's video, Max Staplers. Feast your eyes upon the Max brand HD 50DF flat cinch twin lever stapler in black. Now if you're a veteran coin collector, you already know why I'm promoting this flat cinch stapler. But if you're new to coin collecting, you're probably sitting there scratching your head thinking, what the heck, has he gone off the deep end? Promoting a stapler? What the heck does that have to do with coin collecting? What the heck does that have to do with precious metals investing? Not only is a flat cinch stapler essential to your coin collecting endeavors, but that this is the single best one that I have ever used. Okay, so if we take a look back at this coin we were looking at earlier, and you look at the back, you'll see that all the staples are raised three-dimensionally off of the surface of the 2x2. This one didn't even close properly. You could definitely snag your finger on there, cut yourself. That would not be ideal, but that's not the main issue with having these normal staplers that you get from like an everyday stapler that you'd buy at an office supply store. How do you store 2x2s? You store 2x2s in boxes like this or stacked on top of each other. Now what ends up happening is you have two coins, especially if you have a smaller coin and a larger coin. These raised staples will rub against the face of this coin and potentially damage them. And if you've taken all the time to put your coins in 2x2s and you sort them and you organize them and you're a true collector and you care about their long-term preservation, you don't want to have all that work go to nothing when these coins scrape against each other and these staplers end up destroying your other coins that sit behind them or in front of them. So we'll do a little experiment. We're going to take a new wheat cent and a new 2x2, and we are going to use our Japanese engineered Max brand flat cinch stapler to put it inside the 2x2 and seal it up. Watch this. Boom. 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 Well, did the boom too early. Boom. Boom. And check this out. First of all, much neater on the front. And look at the reverse. Look at that. That is what you want to see. Flat. Beyond flat. None of these are going to rub against any of your other coins if they are all stacked up. Check out the difference. It's night and day. Literally, if you buy this stapler and save one coin from getting ruined, literally one silver coin from getting scratches on it or getting marred in any way, this staple will pay for itself many times over. And if you don't trust me, aside from the fact that we share a name, Max Staplers, Max the Silver Picker, already a pretty good match made in heaven. But if you don't trust me, take a look at the Amazon link below. You can pick one up yourself, and it has a 4.7 out of 5-star rating with over 1,000 reviews. That is pretty strong evidence that this is the stapler for you if you want to protect your coins. Hit the link below, grab yourself one today. So big thanks to Max Staplers, and while this grab bag so far is phenomenal for a $50 grab bag, I am definitely sure of that, I'll say to Daniel from CoinHelpU, it might be worth investing in one of those Max brand flat cinch staplers as well, and avoid any of these little nicks and scratches that might come as a hazard of these 2x2s and the regular old boring normal staples that you use on school projects and whatnot. But in any case, let's continue on. Another copper coin. It's an 1883 Indian head cent, and this is in good condition, at least as it is marked on the 2x2. And nothing too special, nothing too fancy, but it is indeed yet another Indian head cent to add to the old stack. And we've got ourselves another wheat cent. It's a 1934D in VF condition. Again, I don't put too much stock into these. I think this is just a pretty standard coin over here. Nothing too special. I wouldn't normally put this in a 2x2 for my own collection. I would just put it in a roll. I'm assuming that that's what is in this roll as well. We'll save this to the end. It's wheats. We've got two more coins, and I see them already. Over here, we've got ourselves a Thomas Jefferson $1 presidential dollar coin, and this is in spectacular condition. People really are into these coins. I mean, as far as modern coins go, a lot of people are into collecting these presidential dollars. I'm not so into them. This will end up in a grab bag that I put together for someone for sure, because it's not something that fits in my own collecting repertoire, but this is definitely something that people are into. And last but not least, before we get to the roll of wheat cents, maybe there's something interesting in there, we have a 1932 Mercury Dime. And it's also, you know, this is definitely on the scratch and dent spectrum, that's for sure, but that is not bad. In a $50 grab bag to get 4 pieces of silver, including a Morgan dollar and a 90% half, I mean, that certainly beats a sharp stick in the eye. That's something I can tell you. Now, let's check out the wheat cents and see if it brings us home to the 50 bucks. All right. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's see if it's a nice mix or if it's all gonna be, you know, from the 1940s and 50s. 48D, 46, 44, 44D, 44D. I'm gonna start speeding through these unless it's interesting. And end us off a 47D and a 45. Now, out of all of these, they were all from the 1940s, and there were indeed a lot of duplicates, so I would say that this was the only anticlimactic part of the grab bag. The wheat cents, I think, were a little bit weak in terms of grab bags, but otherwise, I think really, really good. Now that ain't bad at all. We beat our $50 target, so we got $50 worth of coins for a $50 grab bag, and that is not bad at all. If you've been watching my series on coin grab bags, you will know that most of the time when I buy coin grab bags from eBay, Etsy, Amazon, and places like that, I usually lose right off the bat like 50% of my money, and breaking even is barely even the goal. So in this case, the fact that we broke even and then some, and ended up with a couple of chunky coins like this Morgan dollar and this Kennedy half, that is not bad at all. So I definitely put my stamp of approval on this. Now, there have been times, I know somebody in the comments is already gonna say, well, what about those times when you've bought coin grab bags for 50 bucks and ended up having $150 worth of coins? Well, yeah, that is definitely possible when you're buying coin grab bags from like eBay or Amazon or whatnot, and you get lucky that somebody, you know, just sort of threw together a coin grab bag without knowing what they had. Yes, that has happened to me, but that is not the norm. That is sort of like the winning the lottery option. This is a great grab bag for somebody that is trying to get their coin collection jump started. This is definitely great for most collectors. New collectors, young collectors, this is a great gift also. 50 bucks. If you have a $50 budget for a gift, this is not a bad way to spend it. So Daniel from CoinHelpU, you did an awesome job on this. I am relieved, honestly, because I did not want to make this video and end up coming up short and having like a bad grab bag, because that would be pretty awkward. You know, I am not one of these drama YouTube channels. And also, of course, a big thank you to Max Staplers, who sponsored this video and also puts out great products for our community. And again, if you're interested in getting one of those flat cinch staplers, the links are below. You will not regret it, and it will help you on your coin collecting journey, just like these grab bags. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the show. I've got a lot more awesome stuff coming down the pike, so stay tuned, and until then, Silver Picker out. A huge thank you to all of my wonderful patrons. You guys are amazing. You guys are the flat cinch staplers of human beings on the YouTube platform. That is the weirdest Patreon outro I've had so far, but anyway, if you want to join the fun and you want to join the weirdness, the links are below, and I can't wait to meet you in the Discord.